Might as well just do it. It's the last day. I was thinking about just going and playing one of my other characters, but going and enjoying the nostalgia. But I can almost, oh no, I can't. Never mind. Damn, I'm so used to just putting my mage blood on and running. There we go. A little bit more movement speed too. +2 to level socketed projectile gems. I could probably slap. Oh, never mind. No, I don't. I need Eldritch currency to do that. Tainted chromatic orb. That would be wild, dude. If in 2028, if Donald Trump just didn't give up the presidency and convinced the military somehow to keep him in.
I could hardly hope for better results.
Hillary Clinton actually tried to get the electoral colleges sent back to the states so that they could change their votes. She tried all types of stuff after the 2016 election.
So first, as you pointed out, Donald Trump did leave office when he left the last time. There's zero indicators right now that he's going to go full dictator and stick around at the end of this term. When he lost to Kamala, if he had lost to Kamala, there's no indication that he would have somehow taken
I need more attack speed is what I need. Should have gotten that on a I could probably slap on this bow. I don't know where the attack speed craft is at though. It might be on a the trail craft, the veiled modifier, which would be so nice that you could just get those in the game now. That new Wave of Conviction gem looks fucking dope. Fire Nova. Damn. Poor Piety. Damn, dude, Piety got fucking gaffled. Look at that shit. God damn, that sucks. I never noticed that animation before. Piety got gaffled up like that. That's crazy. started looking into what it was going to take to make a video game. I think I'm going to have a demo done here in like 6 months. Solo demo of just one one class, one subclass, one class combo, casting one spell in an environment. That'll be the demo. See if I can get something going on here. God damn. Damn, we lose a lot of attack speed though. Fuck.
Show that I'm not like, I'm not letting my own issue, like, okay, obviously, like, I'm an immigration restrictionist, and I've had debates about this subject, and we've been talking about it for years now. But there is something about the way the modern left protests, and this was true during the BLM protests. This was true during the Palestinian, the pro-Palestine protest. It's true during this immigration protest, where, and this is something, at least it seems to me, like this is something that's really changed over the last 20 years or so, and was not, at least it seemed to me, was not the case previously to that. I remember, I remember going to, there was an Iraq War protest, or like a George W. Bush protest. Forgive me if I've told this story before on the show, but I was maybe, I'm born in 1983, and we invaded Iraq in 2003, so I was like 20 years old. And I remember we had one in Union Square.
Where is
I
the
wasn't super political at the time at all.
stone golem?
This might have been 2004, 2005. It might have been like 21, 22 or
Oh,
something.
carry on golem.
So I went to this one,
There we go.
and I remember like talking to one of the guys who was an organizer or a volunteer or something there.
And
And
then
lefty, kind of hippie-ish people. And,
okay.
I was just asking about it. I was like, oh, so what are you guys protesting? And he was like, he just started explaining it to me. And
Damn, how's that golem have so much goddamn life?
really getting all of his stuff. And he knew some stuff. And he was like, well, look, the war was lost based on lies. got money, they get the presumption of innocence, but if you don't have money, you essentially have the
There we
presumption
go.
of guilt. All right, there's
I do have attack speed. Nice. Oh shit, it's like the lowest roll too. That sucks.
the nuclear family. And you're like, you know, you lost me on that one. You know, like that's like you really that's a lot to try to sneak that into your movement. You know, you see these things where it's like, so you're not gonna come out and say, hey, we're due process.
I don't want to do any more, like, League starters with the transfigured gems are a pain in the balls, dude. Like, I wish there was a different way to get those. I guess Blade Vortex is not a transfigured gem, but I don't want to start Blade Vortex. I want to... BAMA is so smooth, dude. It's just such a good build. And now with the modifier on the quiver, it just got even better. And then on top of that, you have the merc buffs, and then on top of that, you got the AG buff. There's probably gonna be new specters. Let's see, what do I need?
to yourself that like
Oh shit.
holding up a foreign flag and claiming that this land, which is under the jurisdiction of the United States of America and has been for quite a while, is Mexico? You don't see how this is going to not be effective messaging? That to me is just more surprising in some ways. But yes, you are right. That confidence has been there throughout all of these protest movements, and it's stunning to me to see it. All right, let's go. Let's play. Here's Eric Swalwell. Of course,
It's a high roll too on the fire res. I should have put
one of the kind of chief anti-Trump members of Congress throughout his first term. Here's his thoughts on the show.
Jesus Christ, dude. How am I already out of scrolls of wisdom? That's crazy.
He's going deep cover to get that job done. Yes, of course, also had an affair with a Chinese spy. That is true. Here's Eric Swalwell commenting on the Gavin Newsom versus Donald Trump showdown.
Damn, that's a 4 link too. All right, we can put mirror arrow. Mirror arrow. You do minion damage. Could do faster attacks. And then elemental damage. Elemental damage, where is it at? I know I have it in here somewhere. Oh Jesus, I guess I don't.
Well, what do you think, Rob? Surefire with it. You see what I mean about how they can only just like go back into the bag of tricks and like just shuffle things around and pull one out. I'm the guy who led the impeachment. How'd that impeachment go there? Swalwell? Oh yeah, he was acquitted.
Here's my list of dishonest failures. Here's all the ways that I tried to bog him down with bullshit and I wasn't actually successful. And once again, this is exactly where racism like you're talking about. When you do the
always go the wrong way on this in this level. It's so funny. Every time. Shit never fails.
Yeah. So, you know, you see this shift and you go, what is going on underneath the hood? Well, take a look, Donald Trump. You remember when he first ran back in 2016, immigrant voters were one of his weakest spots. But look at this. Trump's vote share in presidential election among, again, immigrant citizens, those who are registered to vote. Look at this. 2016, he got 36% of the vote. You go to 2020, 39% of the vote. Look at this. In 2024, all the way up to 47% of the vote. Some polls I looked at had him barely losing that vote. Some polls I looked at had him barely winning that vote. Again, there is no block of voters that shifted more to the right from 2020 to 2024 than immigrant voters. And Donald Trump, of all candidates, actually won this vote on average in the Northeast. So there may be all this rhetoric about immigrants but immigrant voters themselves have increasingly recognized.
I gotta start picking up some of this stuff, I guess. I mean, I'm not. I could have sworn that I had way more like little bubblegum currency in my stash, but I guess I spent all that shit. Carry on golem's pretty tanky. Thing never takes any damage. Not like my other golems. Man, I can't fucking wait for the league start tomorrow. Whoops. Should probably pay attention. Damn it.
The fight that you will win is the game stories of people that have been here for 10 to 20 years that have been working jobs and paying taxes. If they start getting rounded up and they're being deported, that's a winning fight. You want to start doing some of the stories of the guy who used the shop, or the guy who was working next to people on a construction site, everyone liked him, and then got getting deported. You will change the immigration policy to force Donald Trump to not be focusing on those individuals, and to trying to screen not deporting individuals that at least local communities seem to appreciate them having around. The problem with the Democrats is they don't want to actually force Donald Trump to do anything that's good. They just want to make him look bad no matter what. So that they don't actually care about good outcomes, or they don't care about able to work with you on this policy and make sure he gets the things that he likes. They would rather try and craft a local leader of failures that they can scream about. And so that's why, they were trying to win with, hey, this is authoritarian, because they love that message of sending the military here. But they're not going to win these storylines because Americans don't want total disorder in the country, and they don't want widespread illegal immigration. And they're a little bit sick of the Democratic Party and the liberal media lying to them about these issues. So I agree with you that they're not that I want to give more tips to the Democrats, but they're picking the wrong fight here.
Well, I agree with what you're saying. I do think that there's one of the dynamics that puts the Democrats in a very difficult position even to make that sell of what you're arguing there, is that so many of them, like I'm sure Swalwell, I mean, I actually double checked.
I'm gonna redo my filter tomorrow while I'm working. I'm gonna trick it out and give it some cool shit. I thought I already did that. What the fuck? Why did it not give me the,
It is reasonable to characterize the thing as a riot. Sorry.
oh, maybe I didn't.
If anyone wants to put some questions in the chat, I will try to get to a couple of those before we wrap up. I did see someone posted that yes, I'm going on with Andrew Wilson at 5 p.m. Eastern. That's exclusive to Rumble, I believe. But yes, I'll be on there, so that should be a fun time. Go to see if there's anything else here. If you have a question, go ahead and throw that in the chat now, and then I will try my best. Dave Smith calls OJ the most peaceful person anywhere. Yeah, something like that.
There's a Highland bow. Oh no, it's a blade. I thought it was a bow. Alright, there's a regal orb finally.
There's been lots of people, both with Epstein and with Puffy. There's been people I've seen, like who are like associated with them.
go. We can finally go get all skill gems now. Yeah, man, for sure. Yeah, it was, BAMA's always smooth, man. That's why I like this build so much. It's always smooth. Because no matter what, you got like with other builds, you have to get one specific gem. With this one, you can get one of two gems, and it still works great for the campaign. You know, like I don't even have the bombarding clones. I just have the prismatic, and it does great. Hits real hard. And I mean, I'm not even. I got a 4-link, and that's it. And a bullshit bow. This bow isn't even. I didn't put anything on the bow. Craft it yet. I could put a little bit more flat damage on it, make it a lot better. I was just kind of waiting to get something a little bit better. I don't really have that much currency, but yeah, it's a good run so far. Can't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be so much fun. I'm taking the whole weekend off of everything, dude. Blasting all weekend. Yeah. Hell yeah. Could be. Yeah, there's a bunch of different ways to build it. I like Previe, the guy PR3VIE on YouTube. He's always makes like he's the BAMA goat, I guess, for the community, and his build, his version of it is the tankiest I've played so far. Had like 175 EHP. Could pretty much just breeze through all content, even like T17s like nothing. Yeah, that build that he had from last league, I took out all the Ubers like no problem, dude. Didn't have any problems with anything. Very cool build. You didn't find a guide to swap the build. I put a guide in the video. I put like a leveling POB of how I like approach it. There's really no mandatory like unique items that you need. That's the cool thing about the build. That's like one of the reasons why I like playing it so much, is because you don't need like a very specific item to get. You don't need that. Yeah, for sure. I really want to do cold blade vortex occultist next league. Like there's a very high end version that gets like 60 mil DPS and you're just freezing everything. I'm going BAMA for sure though. Until like BAMA's good for heist, it's good for pretty much everything. So what I'll do is I'll start BAMA. I'm gonna start BAMA and then I'm going to spec into. Oh, they did, huh? What did they end up releasing? What the nerf was? I didn't see the notes yet. All right, now we can go buy some. I gotta check out the Sanctum nerf. Sanctum nerf POE 3.26. It was about time though. I mean, oh damn! They released all of the whatchamacallit, the Trothus gems. I don't know how you say that word. Trothus. Maybe it's still valid for raw currency like chaos, and divines are more rare. Only one divine per loot. Oh wow! Holy shit! Damn, they fucking destroyed it. That's crazy. Nobody's gonna run it now. What would be the point? You just run heist, dude. It's way better. Dude, you can run a heist contract like that, and you can get multiple chaos in a heist contract, especially if you're running demolition contracts. This just doesn't make any sense. I don't understand when they make changes like that. It's weird because because it's already a divisive mechanic, so most people don't like it, or like half the community doesn't like it. And then when you make changes like that, then it just it doesn't make any sense, dude. I don't understand their thought process. Yeah, it was. I don't understand it. I don't understand why they did the gold thing. Holy shit, dude! Blade Trap of Laceration got fucking buffed like a motherfucker. Look at that. Yeah, rune graphs are they look pretty strong. I don't know if it's gonna be a good replacement for enchantments. We'll have to see. It's yet to be seen. Holy shit, dude! Cold Snap of Power looks pretty good too. Yeah, dude, the BAMA got a ton of buffs, dude. That one for the quiver where the gloves now are used by the clones as well. So now you get the bow and the gloves. Yeah, dude, Hierophant, the Hierophant's, the any kind of totem be good. I was looking at the new wave of Conviction gem too. How it spreads out in a Nova. You could do totems with that. Let's see. Wave of Conviction totems. Eye of Winter got a big buff. Transients. I was interested in this too. Firestorm or Meteors got a big buff, doing like a cast on crit. Firestorm or Meteor. Holy shit. Forbidden Rite of Soul Sacrifice. Could do that with a Chaos Inoculation. Dude, Hex Blast got nerfed into the fucking. That thing got nuked out of orbit. Look at that shit. Cooldown for 3 uses. A 2-second cooldown. Damn, they just didn't want anybody using that shit. Wow. See, that's what I'm talking about with shit like that. Instead of just lowering the damage a little bit, they just remove the skill. Nobody's gonna use that thing. I doubt anybody's gonna use that skill. Unless there's some way to like mod the cooldown reduction. Yeah, I loved Hex Blast too. It was really fun. This is fucked too. Ice Nova got like a nuked by like 50% too. Ice Nova Frost Bolts, but that thing was really good. So it was coming. Damn, dude, Soul Rend got a big buff too. That's why I was trying to test Soul Rend out yesterday. But doing like a cast when stunned setup for Soul Rend is definitely possible, and using the Vitality, Petrified Blood, and Flesh and Stone setup for defense, and just stacking regeneration. You could definitely do a cast when stun build with the Soul Rend to Spiral, and basically just make an AFK build. Not as powerful as Ignite, but it's still pretty good. It's like an AFK bosser. I've seen it before. I have the POB for it too. This thing's really fucking expensive though. Check this out. Need gloves to fire to chaos. Yeah, you could. That's gonna be very powerful for like for poison SRS especially. Those gloves that convert all minion damage to chaos. This is a weird change too. Now that returning projectiles got a kind of a decent nerf too. This right here is very good. God damn, dude, 10% more damage? Spell Echo is going to be good, and Unleash too. They buffed both of these. I want to see these new Trathis gems though. Okay, so Stormcall sets a marker. Okay, we already know what Stormcall does, but what does this do? Sets a marker at location. Bolt strikes the marker. Dealing. Dark Pact. Ooh, Spectral Throw got one, dude. That Captain Lance build might be good with this. Let's see. He made a Spectral Throw Scion that seemed pretty good. Spectral Shield Throw. Spectral Helix. Oh wow, there's a Sunder one too. Today we've prepared the gem data at level 20 with 20% quality for all new and changed gems to help you theory craft your builds on the upcoming launch. Interesting. This is the one I'm really interested in. This Wave of Conviction one. Looks pretty cool. Okay. Well, I just wanted to check that out real fast. Oh yeah, we came here for Lily, that's right. Nice. Okay, here we go. I don't even know if I need anything right now, but I'm gonna go run the I can't see it. Cannot. Yeah, I can't overlap. I saw that too. So it's not gonna work with totems, but you know, it was worth a shot to try. In my head, it was at least. Yeah, they always have a good way of shooting down a good idea. I'm working on a game demo right now. I have a pretty good idea of a game based on a game that I played in my childhood. I want to create a demo for it. Ultimately, I would ultimately like to start a game studio at some point in my life. I make a decent enough money. I make decent enough money right now to where I could probably do that relatively shortly in the future. Develop my own ARPG. I could get a Kickstarter going and If I come up with a sick enough demo, maybe I get some funding as well. I'm trying to learn how to code in Unreal Engine right now, so it's pretty wild, dude, that you we live in a time right now where I mean, dude, I've never gone to school for any of that shit, and all I have to do is just go on to an LLM, and it'll literally teach me anything I ask it. No college education, I don't have to pay for shit, it's all free, and I can learn literally anything I want. What an amazing time to be alive. Yeah, man, for sure. You guys will be the first ones to see it on YouTube, dude. When I put out the demo for it, I'll post it on on YouTube. What I'm gonna do is the game I used to play is called Major Mud. It's a text-based game. I talk about it a lot on stream, but it's a text-based game that we used to play on dial-up. And you essentially use just the 10 key to move around. Like you assign macros to the 1, 2, 3, 4, like northwest, northeast, north, east, west, like that kind of thing. And then you'd move around with your 10 key. And then if you wanted to attack, you would literally just, you know, set up a macro like A monster name or ATT monster name, and it would attack. And it was like round based, but not like where you would roll or something. They would have combat rounds, so you would see all the damage the monster does if it got off first on you, and then you would see your damage, and then you know, depending on how much attack speed you have, you would have more swings per round. It was pretty cool. I played that game a lot growing up, and I would love, because it's freeware. The developers abandoned the game, so it's pretty much just up for grabs. And I want to take that game and make a digital version of it, like a 3D version of it. Yeah, it was really cool, dude. It had like, you had like subclasses, like races, and then the race had base stats, and that would determine like how high your stats could go. And then you had like you had a witch hunter, a warrior, a thief. You had a bard, gypsy, ranger, mage, druid, priest, missionary, paladin. There was a bunch, dude. It was really fucking cool. It was a good game. I have a really good idea too for like a skill system. So like you would get, depending on what class of magic you would like master in, you would get, instead of like a skill tree, you would get like a instead of getting like a passive tree like in Path of Exile, you would get like a skill tree, right? So it would look like this. All right, for sure, man. Yeah. Cool. Peace out, man. Have a good night. I'll be back on for league start tomorrow. I'm probably gonna be like an hour late, so because of work and shit, but I'll be on. Yeah, for sure, man. Peace. Hell yeah, thank you. Thanks for hanging out. I'm running back to the aspirants trial. I gotta get some more currency. I'll blast through this real fast. Damn, dude, how the fuck? How's my... I don't understand why my movement speed is so slow. I know it's not that slow with the flask and everything, but it feels like it's slowed down significantly. I don't know what happened. Hey, what up, Fernando? How's it going, man? I was just talking about learning how to do Unreal Engine. Oh, I didn't see the recombination. Homeboy, Carlos just told me about the Sanctum hit. No more Divines in Sanctum. Which is really stupid, dude. That just means nobody's gonna run the mechanic. It's just not even worth it at that point. Why would you spend all that time? And what is it with them and like wanting to make you do this super punishing mechanic for no reward? That's some like POV2 shit. I'm really hoping they don't touch heist, man. Fuck. Leave it alone. We need some form of currency, man. It's fucking lame. I don't know why they would do that. Half the people hate the fucking mechanic already anyway. I don't know if you saw my last video, but I was talking about Supreme Ostentation, the jewel that removes all attribute requirements, and I said because despite what Jonathan says, attributes are a thing in Path of Exile 1. Despite what the developers say. gonna start hitting these strong boxes. I'm like out of fucking currency, dude. I needed to go in here and run the lab again real quick, try to get something. If I have a decent run like I did right now, this has been an insanely decent run for SSF, so hopefully I'll have the same kind of luck. Did you figure out what you're gonna start as tomorrow, Fernando? Peacock's good, dude. Why don't you try Explosive Concoction Slayer? That shit looks so busted. It'll definitely get you to maps. I don't think you can scale it very much after that, but it'll definitely get you to maps. Look at this shit. Is this game freezing on me right now? It's gonna. I don't even know what to say, dude, about that. I'm going curses. I'm going poison. Poison and then yeah, maybe elemental, just depending on how my drops go. But poison for sure first. I can't believe that shit just happened right now. It just booted me out right after the lab was over. That shit's so fucking annoying, dude. I can't begin to tell you how goddamn annoying that is. Explosive concoction, because don't bother finding a better weapon in campaign. Yeah, all you gotta do is just find flasks. That's it. You just got to get the ruby and the topaz flask. Dude, that has happened to me. Okay, one time I was getting done with the lab, and I was running to the Ascendancy altar, and I was like, I don't know, dude, a couple of steps away from it, from clicking it, and it just booted me. I just logged out, dude. I was like, fuck this. I quit for the day. I get so frustrated with shit when shit like that happens. Because you would think, like, if it boots you, you should just be able to log back into it. And I don't understand why they can't, like, there's no way to determine whether or not you lost connection or exited, like, on your own. I just don't get it. Like, it should just be if you just drop, then you should be able just to go back in it. I don't know. Some people would probably be able to exploit it. I'm guessing that's why they don't do that. But I don't know what that looks like on the development side. But it's really annoying when it happens because it's happened a couple times. Yeah. I'm assuming it is. I mean, that's what you use anyway, like in the beginning of the campaign when you don't have portal scrolls. Like, you just exit out and it'll just put you back in town. But it's just interesting that in a mechanic where you can't exit, that if you get disconnected, that it just ends your run like that. It's strange. It's strange that that's never been fixed. Spec for speed farming. What kind of content is BAMA spec? Oh, for speed farming? Well, once you get your movement speed up enough, you can pretty much just do anything. I like doing heist with it because you can just drop your minions and run and they just kind of kill everything. You don't really need to worry about the drops in heist. You're just going for mainly the curios. It pretty much does everything though, dude. I mean, if you get fast enough movement speed, you could even do delve with it. You can go pretty deep. I went pretty deep with delve with mine last league. It's obviously not the best delver. It's really good at legion farming. It's really good at flight farming. Probably flight more than anything else. Because you could just, set your towers up, and then your minions just do the rest. You just kind of run around. It's a really good bossing build too. Once you get your DPS up high enough, it's a really good Uber bosser. That Prevy, that dude Prevy, he has a POB with like 200 million DPS for BAMA. It's fucking a lot. I was thinking about I gave second thoughts, dude, to starting doing Blade Vortex, but the cold conversion costs a little bit of currency, and BAMA you really don't need any currency to get it off the ground. Like this gear that I have right now, just this shitty bow will take me to maps. If I get the other gem, if I get both blink and mirror arrow together, it easily take me into maps on a 4-link too. Yeah, dude, you could scale BAMA to the moon if you have currency to dump into it. And it's just one of those, and now with the new modifier to the quiver, where the gloves are going to affect the mirror arrow clones now. Over. You can also do some weird tech with the gloves that convert fire damage to chaos for the poison. Because you can run combat focus gems, and you can convert all the prismatic arrows to chaos that way. So you'd be doing a fuck ton of chaos damage on those poisons with the prismatic clones. So that would be another cool, a cool tech to use. Because combat focus prevents your prismatic clones from doing a certain type of damage, of elemental damage. So you just block out lightning and cold to where they're only doing fire. And then all that shit gets converted. Yeah, it's that's the interaction I'm really looking for. That's why I'm going poison. Because I want to see how well that works. Because only physical and chaos damage can poison, unless there's a modifier that specifies otherwise. So if I just stack as much chaos damage as possible, then should be gravy. There it is. All right, man. Let's try this again. Let's try to not get booted. So the gems are up in the forums. I just had it up before you came into chat. I was just looking at all the gems, and they had all the Trappist gems up and all the changes and everything. It's in the forums, like very top of announcements. They look okay. Nothing too crazy. The Wave of Conviction one looks really interesting. Maybe I could get Mana Forged arrows with Toxic Rain and then Withered on hit. Alright. Maybe I could stick that in instead of blink arrow for now. Withering touch. Damn, I need a I need another green socket. There we go. Got it. It's still gonna try to it's gonna try to teleport me now every time it Maniforged Arrows procs. Toxic. Toxic Rain of Withering. There we go. Alright. Yeah, all the new gems are okay, dude. We'll see what they end up being, dude, you know? It's just one of those things. It doesn't look like they added that many, to be honest with you. It's like 10 of them. They don't look that crazy, though. The Heavy Strike one looks kind of cool. And then the Wave of Conviction one turns Wave of Conviction into like a Nova, and it ends up being like there's no AoE tag on it, so it's just all duration. So it like pulses out into like a Nova. It's pretty interesting looking. We gotta get this now. Let's see. Where is the Trial of Ascendancy? Jesus Christ. Kept getting hung up. I'm gonna create a game demo, man, in Unreal Engine. Starting to work on it today. I'm having Grok teach me how to code in Unreal Engine. I want to make my own ARPG. So I'm gonna create a demo and then try to start a Kickstarter. See if I can get some funding. I make decent living though, so I might be able to fund it myself. But that'd be very, very cool. Start a game studio. Be living the dream, man. Then I could compete in the space, and all the things that I don't like, all the decisions I don't like, I could just make all the correct decisions. Yeah, it would be sick. I'm very excited to test it out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna base it off the game I used to play, the text-based one. So I'm going to create a demo of one of the subclasses and classes casting a spell in a dungeon. If I can do that, then I'd be able to I'd be able to code the whole game technically if I can do that. Just learn as I go. I'm pretty smart, so I can pick up on shit like that pretty easily. AI is fucking amazing, dude. It's insane. Large language models are like, it's a game changer. You don't need to go to school for shit, dude. At all. Going to school is just a fucking gigantic waste of time. Big waste of time and a big waste of money. Anything you want to learn, dude, you could just open up Grok or ChatGPT or whatever, or Gemini, and just talk to it. And there you go, there's your professor. Professor Grok. The only thing you get in school is like a piece of paper that says you went to school. And Grok will teach you how to counterfeit one if you take the guardrails off, so you'll be good. You don't even need to get a bachelor's or anything. Grok will tell you how to counterfeit a diploma. Or a degree. Dude, I was having some fucking wild conversations with Grok earlier. You should ask it, Fernando. You should tell it, say, I don't want to work, and I don't care about doing stuff illegal. What should I do to make money? It'll come up with some crazy ideas for you, man. It's fucking wild. I was blown away. I was like, holy shit. I can't believe that this thing exists. Yeah, for sure. No, you're right. You're absolutely right about that. If you're going to get like a law degree or especially like a medical degree, you need to go to school because you network that way, you get jobs that way, job placement. Same thing with like computer science jobs, but even that shit's on the way out. I mean, dude, in 5 years, there's going to be no more tech jobs. Everything's going to be done by AI. There's going to be no more like nursing jobs, therapy, everything. Everything's going to be replaced. Dude, you know how fucking... let me explain something to you. Today, I was working, right? And I was just doing this while I was making calls. But I had Grok write me a fucking Python script for a video game, like a 2D video game. Like that. Copied it, pasted it in a Visual Studio, and just ran it, dude. It ran like that. No syntax errors, nothing. And it did it in a matter of seconds. So I mean, it's just, I really don't think people are estimating it properly. I don't think people realize like how devastating it's going to be when there's no more work. Like there are already so many people that don't have like a purpose in life, and that's why we see all these like mental health issues and stuff. Especially like during COVID when they locked everybody down, you saw all this like mental health, all these mental health crises. But now we're going to see something on a level that we've never even seen ever. Is you're going to take away everybody's purpose, dude. A lot of people, like, their only purpose in life is working. They don't have like a creative outlet or like a hobby. They just work. When you take that away from them, dude, you're going to see like a suicide epidemic or something crazy. Yeah, it's incredible, man. It's one of the craziest tools I've ever played with. As far as tech goes, it's one of the crazier ones. I mean, I've seen some like hacking tools that are pretty nuts, but these LLMs, dude, they're on another level. The crazy thing is, dude, is Grok will like once you jailbreak it, dude, it's wild. It tells you all sorts of shit. that thing up. Fill it up. Fill it up. Damn, that's all it gave me? Fuck. I got robbed on that one. I really need bombarding clones, man. I should have gone back and just gotten it, but it's alright. Tomorrow's gonna be that's it. I'm pretty much done playing this character anyway, man. I just wanted to test it out, see how smooth the run can go. But once I'm in trade league, it's gonna be so much better. So much better. I'll be able to trade for everything. I already have like, dude, I have like 2 divines worth of transfigured gems already. So I'll easily be able to gear my character up. And then it's on to the heist, baby. Let's go. We stay heisting on this channel. All heist, all day, all the time. I am gonna mess with some of the map mechanics though, just to test them out, because I want to see how that goes. They seem to look pretty promising. Plus, I got to make a video on like new crafting stuff anyway. The new memory strands. I bet there's gonna be some cool tech that we can do with that. The memory strand stuff. All right, I'm gonna go finish working on this campaign video. I'm almost done with it. I'm like 60% of the way done. So I will be back on tomorrow for League launch, guys. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. And let's do it tomorrow, baby. We're on. We're on. On like Donkey Kong.